At the end of summer, not many wild flowers grow, but bright red toadstools do. "What a fantastic toadstool!" exclaimed Rosebay. "Yes, but it's very poisonous," warned Berry, "so we mustn't touch it." "But it's still nice to look at," remarked Rosebay. "I wonder if there are any more around." "We'll find out," said Berry. "Let's go and look over there." But they couldn't find any more red toadstools anywhere. "I think we're out of luck," sighed Berry. "The one we saw just now must be the only one in the wood." "Well, let's go back and have another look at it," suggested Rosebay. But to their amazement, it had gone. "It can't just disappear," cried Rosebay, "unless someone picked it." And just then, Fern came along. "Hello," she said. "I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces today. First Pampus, and now you." "Did you say Pampus?" asked Rosebay. "Yes, I saw him a moment ago," replied Fern. Berry and Rosebay began to panic. "Whatever's wrong?" asked Fern. "A red toadstool was there earlier, and now it's gone," cried Berry. "And you said you saw Pampus." "That's right." "Well, he must have eaten it," continued Rosebay. "It's the only explanation." "But toadstools are poisonous," exclaimed Fern. "Exactly," said Berry. "And Pampus probably doesn't know that. We must find him quickly." "I'll search the wood," called Fern. "No, I've not seen Pampus since this morning," said Delphinium. "Haven't set eyes upon him all day," declared Uncle Onion. "Sorry," said Cornflower. "I can't help." Berry and Rosebay were at their wits' end. They couldn't find Pampus anywhere. "What are we going to do?" asked Berry. "Here's Butterbur," said Rosebay. "Maybe he's seen him. Butterbur, have you seen Pampus?" "Well?" insisted Berry. "I'm thinking." "Then think faster." "What was the question again?" asked Butterbur. "Have you seen Pampus?" repeated Berry. "Forget." "You forgot?" "No, forget. Forget-me-not field. That's where I saw him," cried Butterbur. "Thank goodness," cried Rosebay. "Was he all right?" "Didn't ask him," replied Butterbur. "His eyes were shut." "Oh, no!" exclaimed Berry. "He must have eaten the toadstool." "It's all right," said Rosebay gently. "We're here." "What's all the fuss about?" yawned Pampus. "You shouldn't have eaten the toadstool," cried Berry. "I didn't. Toadstools are poisonous," exclaimed Pampus. "That's one thing I do know about the countryside." So Berry and Rosebay's worries were over. But they were still very puzzled. "What's wrong?" asked Pampus. "There's still a mystery about a missing toadstool," said Berry. "There's no mystery," exclaimed Pampus. "I wanted a seat, so what could be better than a nice, comfortable toadstool? See, I brought it here to sit on." Berry and Rosebay laughed and laughed with relief. Pampus was fit and well, and the mystery of the poisonous toadstool was solved. Pampus is feeling down in the dumps today, and Butterbur is trying to find out why. "I'm homesick," exclaimed Pampus. "Oh dear, is it catching?" "No," said Pampus. "It just means that I'm missing my old home in the town." "Well, perhaps you've been here on holiday for too long," suggested Butterbur. "Yes, I think you're right," declared Pampus. "I'm sad, but it's time for me to leave." It didn't take long for Butterbur to spread the word that Pampus was homesick and had decided to leave Windfall Land. "Well, let's give him a good send-off," said Rosebay. Butterbur and Berry agreed, and they started to make plans. Meanwhile, Pampus was telling Delphinium, "Are you sure you know the way?" "Yeah, it's easy. I'll go back the way I came," Pampus said confidently. "Well, we shall miss you, Pampus. Come and see us again soon." "I'll try," replied Pampus, "but it's a long way from my town garden." And with a wave, he set off to say goodbye to his other friends. "I've come to say goodbye," said Pampus. "And this is our way of wishing you a happy journey," exclaimed Rosebay. "Are you sure you know the way to town?" asked Butterbur. "Yeah," declared Pampus again. "It's easy. I pass the 2 green trees on the hill, on through the green shady wood, cut through the green leafy lane until I come to the pavement." "Safe journey, Pampus," said Butterbur. "Thanks. It's been nice knowing you all," smiled Pampus. "Well, goodbye." "Now, the 2 green trees should be somewhere around here," thought Pampus. "But I can't see them. I can see those 2 red trees," he thought. "Maybe I made a mistake about the colour." So Pampus passed the red trees and headed for the green shady wood. But all he could see was a brown wood. "Oh dear, I've got the colour wrong again." And as Pampus walked through the wood, he began to worry, and he hoped he would soon see the green leafy lane. But he didn't. The lane was a brilliant gold. "Oh, help," said Pampus. "It's not the same as I thought. The countryside has changed." And Pampus sat down and pondered. He was already missing his friends in Windfall Land. "By now, Pampus will be nearly back in his town garden," said Berry. "And we'll never see him again," sighed Butterbur. "Pampus!" "Well, you see, I got lost," exclaimed Pampus. "The green trees, the green shady wood, and the green leafy lanes weren't there. Everything's changed." "It can't have," said Berry. "It has," insisted Pampus. "The trees were red, the wood was brown, and the lane was gold." The others burst out laughing. "That's because the summer has gone and autumn's here," explained Rosebay. "And in the autumn," continued Berry, "the countryside changes colour." "Well, I must say it was so beautiful," exclaimed Pampus, "that I'm even more homesick." "Well, why did you come back?" interrupted Butterbur. "That's what I'm trying to tell you," cried Pampus. "I'm now even more homesick for Windfall Land than my town garden." "Oh, Pampus, you're impossible." "Does that mean you're staying?" asked Butterbur excitedly. And as Pampus looked around and admired the colours of the countryside in autumn, he had no doubts at all, and told his friends he was definitely going to stay. All the Windfall scenes and characters have been created from real grasses, leaves and flowers.